Chris. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime as the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. It seems like I've been here before. I can't remember when. I get this funny feeling we'll be together again. No straight lines make up my life. All my roads have bends, no clear-cut beginnings, and so far no dead ends. All my life's a circle. All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime as the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. Still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. I've met you 1,000 times. I guess you feel the same. Then we lose each other. It's like a children's game. But now I find you here again. The thought comes to my mind. Our love is like a circle, so let's go round one more time. All my life's a circle. All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. Sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. Still I wonder why. Seasons spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. Seasons spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to look to see what it is. You took the set list, Sue.
I'm sorry. I've got to fix this. Coming home.
Oh. Yeah, I got it.
You want that here?
That's all right. Mm-hmm.
You guys came up with this list. You should have. Oh, I'm sorry if it's in the way.
Say hello.
Hello out there in Ethernet land and here in local
SoulFood Books.
SoulFood Books CoffeeHouse. So, my name is Andy Blyth, and I'm joined here with Bob Aldridge and Donna Andrews and my wife Sue.
This
We're
is
gonna do
the
some-
Raging Zephyr band, or at least portions of it.
We're going to be
We
here
have
for the
a-
next few hours, and some other musician friends will be straggling in as the evening progresses. And
Andy and I have driven out from Paint Lick, Kentucky. You know what a lick is?
What is it?
Well, it's a salt place where animals would come up and lick on it. Anyway, we moved, we used to live here in Redmond, in Issaquah, for a number of years, but now we're hanging out in country western kind of territory. But you know, we do a lot of Pacific Northwest musicians work, and this is one of them. Coming Home is written by one of our friends.
Come on in from the storm and listen to my song. It's the song of a lost soul coming home. And maybe you sung it when you thought that you were through, and you didn't think you had anything left to do. We're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home. With laughing tears of joy, we're coming home. Knowing everything's not gone. The nighttime holds it on, and it sings another song. Coming home. Maybe something's going on that makes you feel alone, and you wonder if you'll find another home. Well, it doesn't go away quite as easily as they say. But just remember, we're around and we're gonna stay. We're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home. With laughing tears of joy, we're coming home. Knowing everything's not gone. The nighttime has a dawn, and it sings another song. Coming home. Last week, this friend came round, said these days she's kind of down, that everything secure has come unwound. She says the only thing to do is just to get together with you, and we'll hold on tight and we'll pull each other through. We're coming home.
Okay, sing along.
We're coming home. We're coming home. We're coming home. With laughing tears of joy, we're coming home. Knowing everything's not gone. The nighttime has a dawn, and it sings another song. Coming home. Come on in from the storm and listen to my song. It's a song of a lost soul coming home. And maybe you sung it too when you thought that you were through, and you didn't think you had anything left to do. We're Thank you very much. That was written by an old friend of mine, minister up in Bellingham, Washington. Tom Hunter. I don't know. What? This old guitar?
Yep.
I was with some friends the other night. This has been a magical visit back here in the Northwest. We moved away 5 years ago, and but we
The Peter Gallery has showed.
so. And the last time I was here, I was pretty ill with 2 broken legs and a PICC line IV. I looked like I was. I looked like I was dying. I wasn't dying, but I sure looked like it, you know. So it's nice to come back and show people I can stand up straight. And as my grand niece said, when we pulled in 2011, we pulled in, I was in the back of an RV, and she had never met me before, and she came, pushed past my wife to look at me laying in the bed. And during the day, she must have overheard the adults in my family at my brother's house talking about my health. And she's 4 years old, so she pushes past my wife, and she comes up and looks at me, and my eyes are open, and I'm, hi. And she turns around to her 5-year-old cousin and said, "He's alive, he's not dead yet."
He's alive. He's not dead yet. That's our goal. I mean, that's our moral.
I think poor Ava is never going to live that down when she's old enough to go, I can't believe I really said that.
That sounds like an Easter story.
Yeah.
You got an Easter story?
So,
Book of yours?
Well, he couldn't be up here on this stage the last time he was in town, but we've made a lot of
Yeah.
changes.
this next song is one of my favorite John Denver tunes. Yeah, I play the guitar, and I have since I was about 16. And music in my life has brought so many rich relationships and experiences. It's just, because of this old guitar. This old guitar taught me to sing a love song, showed me how to laugh and how to cry. It introduced me to some friends of mine and brightened up some days, and it helped me make it through some lonely nights. What a lovely way on a cold and lonely night. This old guitar gave me my lovely lady, opened up her eyes and ears to me, brought us close together, and I guess it broke her heart, and it opened up a space for us to be. Oh, what a lovely place and a lovely space to be. I can't sorry. This old guitar gave me my life, my living, all the things you know I love to do. To serenade the stars that shine on a sunny mountainside. Most of all, to sing my songs for you. Oh, I love to sing my songs for you. Yes, I do. I love to sing my songs for you. I don't know, about 10 years ago, we were invited to be involved in the a radio, old-time musical radio variety show that was going to be done on stage. And out of that experience, we created a group that ended up being called the Raging Zephyr. And this is one of the songs that we did for that show. We changed it a little bit. You probably recognize it. And if you do, sing along with us. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. We can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Just know the dove is on the wing, and you need not know why. So, come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, we will surely pass. When the one who left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight blazing in the grass. So, come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now.
No trying.
Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you must understand. We hold the key to love and fear in our trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, and it's at our command. So, come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now. Come on, people, now, smile on each other, everybody get together, come and love one another right now. Right now, right now.
You know, I want to really make a special effort to thank our assistants up here on the stage. You know, Andy and I have been down in Kentucky for the last 5 years, and we haven't practiced with our Raging Zephyr band, so we're kind of practicing on stage tonight.
It's kind of a coming out party for me.
So we need you all to sing along to help us out.
How long the range and what key, Andy?
D.
Oh, Jackhammer. Okay.
This is a song we did in that old-time radio show, and it was very interesting. The young people that came to see that show live, many of them had never heard this song before, and the old people that were there, they all remembered having learned it when they were in the 3rd grade. So it was like nostalgia for half the audience and a brand new song for the other half. A discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
I don't hear you all singing.
Home, home on the range,
Sounds nice. Keep it up.
where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. How often at night, when the heavens are bright, with a light from the glittering stars, have I stood there amazed and asked as I gazed if their glory exceeds that of ours.
Okay, sing along now.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day, where the air is so pure and the zephyr so free, and the breeze is so balmy and light, that I would not exchange my home on the range for all of your cities so bright.
Here we go.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
You sounded so pretty.
What's the next
I want to thank Donna Andrews for joining us and Bob Aldrich. Could everybody give them a special round of applause for rounding out the sound a little bit tonight for us?
Woody Guthrie said in 1940,
What you need?
the banjo.
Banjo.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Woody Guthrie said, I hate a song that makes you think that you're not any good. I hate a song that makes you think you're just born to lose, bound to lose because you're no good for nothing or no good for nobody, because you're either too old or too young or too fat or too skinny or too ugly or too this or too that. Songs that run you down on account of your hard luck or your hard traveling. Well, I'm out to fight these kinds of songs with my last drop of blood and my last breath of air. I'm out to sing songs that'll prove to you that this is your world, and if it's knocked you down and rolled you over for a dozen loops, no matter what color or what size you are, I'm out to sing songs that'll make you take pride in yourselves.
All right. Woo!
This is one of the songs that Woody wrote when he came out here to the Pacific Northwest. He was hired by the government to come out and sing songs in support of the public ownership of the dams along the Columbia River. Prior to that, electrical generating plants across the country were privately owned, and they could charge the people who used the electricity anything they wanted. Roosevelt administration thought people should own that, so they hired him, and he came out and did most of his, or many of his most popular songs in 1 month.
Andy, I should mention too, when we went back to Kentucky, part of our
Yeah.
role there was to close some of the coal coal-fired power plants that they have there. And I noticed today they're closing 5 of them. That's really good for our environment. Now this is an easy song to sing along with. He'll sing the main verses, and then our part is Lord, Lord, I've got these Jackhammer Blues. Actually,
Jackhammer John was a jackhammer man. He was born with a jackhammer in his hand. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I built your roads and buildings too. Now I'm gonna build a dam or two. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I hammered on a boulder, hammered on a butte, Columbia River on a 5-mile shoot. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I worked on a Bonneville, I hammered all night, trying to bring people some electric light. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I was born in Portland town, built every port from Alaska down. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I built your bridges and dug your mines, been in jail 1,000 times. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, jackhammer, jackhammer, where you been? You been out chasing them gals again. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, jackhammer man from a jackhammer town, gonna hammer on a hammer till the sun goes down. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I hammered on the Bonneville, the Coulee true, always broken, the job is through. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I hammered on a river from sun to sun, 15 million salmon run. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, I hammered in the rain and I hammered in the dust, hammered in the best and I hammered in the worst. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Got a jackhammer gal just as sweet as pie, gonna hammer on a hammer till the day I die. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, Jackhammer John was a jackhammer man, born with a jackhammer in his hand. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues. Well, Jackhammer John was a jackhammer man, born with a jackhammer in his hand. Lord, Lord, I got them jackhammer blues.
Is Gary Cantor in the house yet? I don't see him. Is he
Where'd he
here?
go? Where'd he go?
What? They're gonna let him in here?
There goes the neighborhood.
Let's just wait and see if he shows up.
What key is that in anyway, Andy?
What?
Union maybe.
We're not gonna
E.
do that right now.
Oh, wow, 'cause
Is
of
there
that.
gonna be another one at E?
Yeah, it would be E. What?
Big E. Big E.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
and that's indeed. This next song was written by a guy named Haywire Mac. His name was Mac McClintock, Harry McClintock. He was a lumberjack, a rodeo cowboy, worked on the railroads. He was in early motion pictures as a stuntman cowboy. He was quite a showman. But this song has been relegated over the years and is now considered a children's song. But when it was written, it was a political, satirical song. And it's got some definitely not politically correct lyrics. I had to change them when I sang this song for little kids, because Lake of Stew and Whiskey too, the cigarette trees, and it doesn't. I had to change it.
Well, you know, we had to move to Kentucky to kind of change the balance of power in Kentucky, you know.
So this is a sing-along again. So
Anybody
Listen up.
remember Big Rock Candy Mountain?
on a summer's day in the month of May, a burly little bum comes a-hiking. He's traveling down that dusty road, looking for his lichen. He's headed for a land that is far away, beyond them crystal fountains. I'll see you all this coming fall in the Big Rock Candy Mountains. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, you never change your socks. Little streams of alcohol come a-trickling down the rocks. The boxcars, they're all empty, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and whiskey too. You can paddle all around them in a big canoe. Where? In the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Here's your part, okay? Oh, the buzzing of the bees in the cigarette trees, round the soda water fountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night. Well, the boxcars are all empty and the sun shines bright every day. Well, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow. Where? In the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh, the buzzing of the bees in the cigarette tree, round the soda water fountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebirds sing in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the cops have wooden legs. The bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens raise soft-boiled eggs. The farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. Well, I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, where the rain don't fall and the wind don't blow. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Oh, the buzzing of the bees in the cigarette tree, round the soda water fountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebird sings in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains, all the jails are made of tin, and you can bust 'em right down again as soon as they put you in. Well, there ain't no short-handled shovels, no axes, saws, nor picks. Well, I'm bound to stay where you sleep all day, where they hung the jerk who invented work.
Where?
In the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Oh, the buzzing of the bees in the cigarette tree, round the soda water fountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebirds sing in the Big Rock Candy Mountain, where the lemonade springs and the bluebirds sing in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. Thank you. Well, I'm not sure. This is apparently streaming live on the internet, so I want to take this opportunity to tell Natalie and Clara back in North Carolina, my granddaughters, it's way past your bedtime. Go to bed. Watch the rest of the show tomorrow. It's 3 hours later there, you know. What do we have next, Bob? What's his name?
I'm not afraid.
I ain't afraid.
Oh.
I ain't afraid by Holly Deer.
What?
Obviously, your keyboard has to.
Yeah.
So it's actually F sharp.
I ain't afraid of your Yahweh. I ain't afraid of your Allah. I ain't afraid of your Jesus. I'm afraid of what you do in the name of your God. Rise up to your higher power. Free up from the fear that will devour you. Watch out for the ego of the hour. The ones that say they know it are the ones that will impose it on you. I ain't afraid of your churches. I ain't afraid of your temples. I ain't afraid of your praying. I'm afraid of what you do in the name of your God. Rise up to your higher power. Free up from the fear that will devour you. Watch out for the ego of the hour. The ones that say they know it are the ones that will impose that on you. Well, I ain't afraid of your Torah. I ain't afraid of your Torah. I ain't afraid of your Bible. I'm afraid of what you do in the name of your God. Rise up to your higher power. Free up from the fear that will devour you. Watch out for the ego of the hour. The ones that say they know it are the ones that will impose it on you. Watch out for the higher power. Free up from the fear that will devour you. Watch out for the ego of the hour. The ones that say they know it are the ones that will impose it on you. Boom. I kept losing this string here. What'd you say, Sue? Oh. You might want to. Susan is here, and she's never met Donna or Duncan. I mean, she knows Duncan.
You have a strap on this, really?
Yeah.
I don't. You're nervous about dropping it?
Huh?
It's really light.
Oh yeah, it just, but it slides all over the place.
Slides. A little Velcro.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. That's not, I'm not, sorry. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. So raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head. John will soon be turned red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Everybody skating. Okay, we're gonna do one more time. We're gonna go.
Maybe we'll get it right this time.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they sent to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head. That doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turned red. Cries not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Nothing's worrying me. Is that fast enough?
You know, there's a lot of people taking up the ukulele these days. We have a little group that we sing with down in Kentucky.
This is one you don't have at all, so don't even try. Okay, this is another one. I want to kind of dedicate this to my sister and to my mom. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. You'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Okay, everybody, you all know this song. Let's do it together. Every time it rains, it rains. Somebody, don't you know each cloud contains? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. You'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. What's something squeals after every song? I don't know what it is. I wish. No, I don't know what. Can I have? Oh, what, the Union song? Union Maid? Okay. What? When? Okay. Yeah. With who? Oh, did you bring your guitar, Chris? You want to play slide on Leroy Brown? You want to do this one now? Okay. We've had some friends come in from the Seattle Labor Chorus, so they're going to join us up here in a couple of minutes. If they ever stop talking to each other. We're going to do a song. It's called Family of Woman and Man, and this will be a test of your memory to try to remember the lyrics, but also a test of your ability to stay on rhythm.
No, it's a test of my ability to stay on rhythm.
And see.
We do have a little job on this one here to go. When I do it, you should be doing this.
Some of us are born by the North or South Pole, where the temperatures are mean. Some of us appear in more moderate zones, somewhere in between. But wherever you happen to squeeze out, whatever the name of that land, all of us are members of the family of woman and man.
That's your job.
All of us are members. All of us are members. All of us are members of the family. And we bid you to remember as you carry out your plan. All of us are members of the family of woman and man. Some of us are shaped like cucumbers. Some are shaped like pears. Some are smooth like dolphins and eels. Some are hairy like bears. But whatever your shape or your texture, whatever your cosmetic plan, all of us are members of the family of woman and man. Here's the chorus again. All of us are members. All of us are members. All of us are members of the family. And we bid you to remember as you carry out your plan. All of us are members of the family of woman and man. Some are the color of peaches and cream. Some of pumpkin pie. Some are the color of banana nut bread, and some of Russian rye. But whatever your color happens to be, it's as plain as the back of your hand. All of us are members of the family of woman and man. 'Cause all of us are members. All of us are members. All of us are members of the family. And we bid you to remember as you carry out your plan. All of us are members of the family of woman and man. We are living on this planet in a mysterious universe. Our lives are bound together, for better or worse, and the years seem dark indeed, but they'll be bright when we understand. All of us are members of the family, woman and man. One more time.
Okay, you can all do it now.
'Cause all of us are members. All of us are members. All of us are members of the family. And we bid you to remember as you carry out your plan. All of us are members of the family of woman and man. And we bid you to remember as you carry out your plan. All of us are members of the family of woman and man.
Okay. Now let's invite
Chris,
Chris up.
you want to try it? Do you have a plug-in for that thing, Chris? You want to, let's see. Okay.
Do you need you come here, right here, and do you need a chair?
There's a chair right here.
I'll bring, yeah.
Hey, Sue,
Yeah.
I don't see the
You can
song.
sit right here.
What are you looking for?
Leroy Brown, it's not here.
It's at the very front. It's bad.
What?
B for bad.
I know. I'm halfway through the C's. It's not there. Maybe we'll do. It's not there. Oh no, there it is. That it is. Okay. I guess it's in G.
It's we're playing G. What was the other chords?
We're being joined right now by Chris Smith, who's an old friend of mine. We used to work together. He worked at Cairo and I worked at Como. Then he went off with NBC and so did I. And so we've worked 3 or 4 Olympics and different world events. He's still traveling. I'm staying a little closer to home. But now he works with my son, who is off traveling doing football. And Josh, if you're out there listening on the internet, you better go to bed because it'll be an early call in the morning. He's doing a football game in Texas tomorrow for Fox. So I'm going to do this for Donna, my sister. She really likes this song, and we've rehearsed it exactly none. So it might be fun, but it's not going to be art. You okay, Chris? You want to try it? Well, the south side of Chicago, it's the baddest part of town. Well, you better go down, just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Well, Leroy, more than trouble, he stands about 6'4", and all the downtown ladies call him treetop lover. All the men just call him sir. Well, he's a bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Leroy, he a gambler, and he likes his fancy clothes. He likes the diamond rings in front of everybody's nose. He's got a custom Continental. He got an Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. Got a razor in his shoe. He's a bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Friday night about a week ago. Leroy's shooting dice, and at the edge of the bar there's a girl named Doris, and ooh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eye upon her, and the trouble soon began. And Leroy Brown learned a lesson about messing with the wife of a jealous man. Well, he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, the two men took to fight, and when they pulled them off the floor, Leroy Brown looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And he's the bad, bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah, badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. You wanna try that one we did? Yeah, stealing.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
A.
Hey.
Hi, Jane.
You're saying it's A?
A. Yeah. What'd you say, Chris?
Shorter sitting down.
It's 145.
Did you hear that? It's a
It's 145.
Oh.
shorter sitting down.
Steven is 145, right?
So I'll give you a little insight into Kentucky humor. I had three inflatable Coleman air mattresses, right? I had 2 twin and 1 queen. Well, I wanted to find out if they had any leaks. So I pumped them up. It turns out 2 of them had leaks. And according to the website from Coleman, the way to find out how to fix the leaks is you got to find out where they are. So you got to dunk the air mattress in water. My wife tried to dunk a queen-size air mattress in a bathtub. That doesn't work. So I was driving home one day, and there's a small lake about 6 miles from our house, a private lake where they have a boat launch and fishing. And the sign says private property boat launch fishing, $5 for everything. $5 to park, $5 to launch your boat. I mean, it's $5 for everything. Well, I figured it's a private property. They can do what they want. But I drove in, and it was a late summer afternoon, hot, sultry August day. So I walked down the plank to the boathouse, and there's 3 old men sitting out there leaning against the back, leaning back in their chairs against the wall of the boathouse. And I said, excuse me, gentlemen, who's in charge here? I need to talk to somebody. And they looked at each other, and one of them finally said, well, I guess I am. So anyway, he stood up, and we shook hands, and I said, I got a request of you that you probably never heard before. And he said, well, what's that? I said, well, I got these air mattresses. I got a queen-size air mattress and a twin-size air mattress, and they both have holes in them. And the way I understand that you find a hole in an air mattress is you got to dunk it in the water and see where the bubbles come up, and that's where the leak is. Okay, you know? And he said, oh, okay. And so he took a pencil out from behind his ear, and he said, well, we got to do some serious figuring here. So he sits down. He's a real straight face. So he's got me going. He sits down, gets a piece of paper, and he says, what did you say you had? You had 2 mattresses, right? Yeah. I said, yeah. I said, one's a queen size. That's a full size one, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's bigger. I said, and then you got one that's a twin, which was littler. Yeah. Well, he says, that'll be $5 for the queen size one. But since the twin is only half as big, it'll only be $250. And he looked over at his friends. He looked over at me. He didn't break character at all. And he said, "But, I tell you what, you give me $7 and we'll call it square." And he looked at me for the longest time, and I was about to pay the $7. I didn't know, you know. And then he just looked at me and he said, he looked over the top of his glasses and he winked and he grinned at me and said, just bring him down here and do what you ever want to do. But he saw a Yankee and he really pulled my leg pretty good.
It's right into the next song.
What is it?
Stealing.
Oh, stealing? Okay.
Stealing, yeah.
Put your arms around me like the circle around the sun. You know I love you, mama, when my easy ride is done. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm sinking. Look at the hole that I'm in. Stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to be. Well, got me a woman, she's so very tall. She sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm singing. Look at the hole that I'm in. Stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to be. Yeah. Well, I'm a woman, smiles in my height. She's a married woman, so you know she treats me right. You don't believe I love you. Look at the hole that I've been. You don't believe I'm singing. Look at the hole that I'm in. Stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to be. All right, Chris, play it. Stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to be. Well, put your arms around me like a circle around the sun. You know I love you, mama, when I eat it right and done. You don't believe I love you. Look at the fool that I've been. You don't believe I'm singing. Look at the hole that I'm in. Stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to be. Oh, one more time. Well, stealing, stealing. Pretty mama, don't you tell on me. 'Cause I'm stealing back to that same old used to. Stealing back to that same old used to. Stealing back to that same old used to be. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I can almost screw up a couple songs. In the open mic tradition, only two percussive. Just do two and mess them up. You Are My Sunshine?
I don't know.
All right, that's an old easy one.
I don't know the chords, but we can roll it. What key are we gonna play it?
Gonna do it in D. I mean E, excuse me. Here's another one. Everybody knows this song, except that the last two verses are going to be from the Louisiana State song. Jimmy Davis was a governor of Louisiana, and he wrote this song. He wasn't a very good governor, but he's a pretty good songwriter. He was on Grand Ole Opry a whole bunch of times. No, forget about B flat, E flat. It's just E. The other night, dear,
Okay, y'all know this
as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, that you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Okay, Jimmy Davis won 2 terms as the governor of Louisiana. They weren't consecutive. One of the races he ran was against Huey P. Long. Louisiana politics has always been a race to the bottom, and Huey P. Long's campaign slogan for his whole campaign was, Jimmy Davis loves money like a hog loves slop. That was his whole campaign slogan. He lost. Jimmy Davis won that election. Now here's a couple of the original verses from the Louisiana state song. Louisiana, my Louisiana, the place where I was born. White fields of cotton, green fields of clover. Stay awake, Bob. The best fish and long tall corn. I'm gonna skip the chorus there. Here we go. Crawfish, gumbo, and jambalaya, the biggest shrimp and sugar cane, the finest oysters and sweet strawberries, from Toledo bent to New Orleans. Last time, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
You know this one too.
What? Okay.
She's wanting us
What,
to
but what
kind
about
of do
other?
echoes a watch. We don't sing the whole thing.
We've got a couple of Raging Zephyr alumni straggling in. Did you bring a note, Carol? You were late.
Sorry. It's Carol Calhoun,
Carol Calhoun, that's a good friend, and
and she also sings with the
Jubilee Singers. What do you? Oh, okay.
On and off. I
I don't know how many of you guys were at Andy and my wedding? Anybody? I think about the whole house here.
Was I there?
Yeah, you had a knife to your back. One of those pirates was after you, I think. Well, we did this song, and it's my favorite song.
I think I'm about to play the wrong harmonica.
It's the Roseville Fair. It's a Bill Stain song. And I noticed we're getting some good victory music people here, so I think we're going to do one more song after this one, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with some more other musicians from Victory Music that'll fill up the stage for a while.
I was right in the first place.
This song since your wedding.
D,
I do it
D.
a little different. Just kind of follow me, because we don't sing until
We just echo, right?
Dressed in Blue.
You're branching out.
We just sing.
Yeah.
Well,
The night was clear and the stars were shining and the moon came up so quiet in the sky and the people gathered round and the band was tuning. I can hear them now playing Coming Through the Rye. You were dressed in blue, and you look so lovely, just a gentle flower of a small town girl. You took my hand, and we stepped to the music with a single smile. You became my world. And we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air. So long ago, but I still remember when we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. We courted well, and we courted dearly, and we'd rock for hours.
We rocked for hours
on that front porch chair. Then a year went by. From the time that I met you, and I made you mine. At the Roseville Fair. So here's a song for all of the lovers, and here's a tune that they can share. May they dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, the way we did at the Roseville Fair. And we danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo, their drifting tunes seemed to fill the air so long ago, but I still remember when we fell in love at the Roseville Fair. When we fell in love at the Roseville Fair.
I don't think you know the next one.
How are we doing for time? Whoa.
That's Carol Calhoun. Everybody give her a hand.
Yeah. Well, I would like to do that one dedication song, and then we'll take a break.
No, spirit song, and then you'll do that on the way back on the second set. The gentle song?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll do that in the second set.
Okay.
We're just going to do one more spirit song.
Whatever she says.
Well, we got some other people to put up here on the stage, too. Now, this is another one that's kind of familiar. It's familiar enough that I think you'll be able to pick it up pretty easy to sing along with us. Oh, Brother, Don't You Weep. It's a spirit song by Bill Staines.
In E?
So just sing
what you
along
have?
with us.
Spirit?
You'll get it.
E? There stands a misty mountain in a soft and gentle rain, above flight of endless time, forever to remain. Through all the passing seasons, through every night and day, I can see that misty mountain. I can hear a spirit say, oh, brother, don't you weep. Oh, brother, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on a golden shore. Oh, brother, don't you weep. Oh, sister. Oh, sister, don't you weep. Oh, sister, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on a golden shore. Oh, sister, don't you weep. Up the rocky roads of trouble, down the twisted paths of pain. Sometimes it is a struggle, sometimes we come up lame. But with children on our shoulder, we face another day. And through their eyes of innocence, we can feel the children say, oh, Father, don't you weep. Oh, Father, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on a golden shore. Oh, Father, don't you weep. Oh, Mother. Oh, Mother, don't you weep. Oh, Mother, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on a golden shore. Oh, Mother, don't you weep. When there's music all around you and you just can't seem to hear, when the answer's right above around the bend, but it never comes up clear. And when there's darkness right above you, it's hard to know and understand. There's a heart out there that loves you. There's a promise in your hand. Oh, people, don't you weep. Oh, people, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on that golden shore. Oh, people, don't you weep. Oh, people, don't you weep. Oh, people, don't you weep no more. Sun's gonna shine on that golden shore. Oh, people, don't you weep.
All right, now we're going to go off the stage.
Wait.
Just
River?
Well, we're going to have another half.
Yeah, I
we're going
will.
to another one. So we'll be doing more songs.
We'll
but we're going to take a little break right now, and we've got some Victory Music friends that are also here that are going to help us out and do some more songs. But I want to remind everybody, if you haven't hit the pastry bar and the coffee, you want to do that now. This is a good time while we're switching out. And
this would be an
I'm
excellent time
great.
to buy our album if we had one.
yeah. Actually, there's probably some other Victory musicians here that do have albums. So if they can bring them up,
don't have 'em
I
here,
don't know.
though.
We didn't discuss this with you guys. Better check with SoulFoods first. So, but anyway, we'll be up again in a few more minutes.
So who are we going to bring up first?
Hi, all. On behalf of Soul Food, thank you for coming out for this wonderful evening. It's been a great start to the night, and we got plenty more music to come. Let's give the artists a big round of applause. And as for artists selling albums or taking donations, whatever, please support the musicians. Thank you all for being here tonight. Also, if you're interested, we've got Sam Beventon back in the back corner doing free Reiki. So if you're interested in that, please go see him. Thanks.
Songs for Tori.